Good morning, children. Welcome back to our Google Classroom. We started our first grammar lesson nouns in the previous class. We discussed the 5 types of nouns such as common noun, proper noun, collective noun, abstract noun, and material noun. Today, we will discuss countable and uncountable nouns and possessive nouns. Let's start with countable nouns. What are countable nouns? The nouns that can be counted using numbers such as 1, 2, 3, etc. are called countable nouns. They have singular and plural forms. For example, car. We can say a car or 2 cars. Book. 1 book, 2 books, 3 books, etc. So the nouns that can be counted using numbers are called countable nouns. If you want to calculate the quantity of a countable noun, you can ask how many. For example, how many books are there on the table? We can say there are 3 books on the table. So the nouns that can be counted using numbers are called countable nouns. Then uncountable nouns. What are uncountable nouns? Uncountable nouns are just opposite to countable nouns. That means the nouns that cannot be counted using numbers are called uncountable nouns. They do not have a plural form. For example, water, sugar, tea, etc. Can we say a water or 2 sugars? No. But we can calculate the quantity of an uncountable noun. For that, we can use words suggesting amount, size or portion. For example, a kilo sugar, 2 bottles of water. So, we can calculate the quantity of an uncountable noun by using the word suggesting amount, size or portion. So, what is the difference between a countable and uncountable noun? The nouns that can be counted using numbers are called countable nouns. The nouns that cannot be counted using the numbers are called uncountable nouns. We have some textual activities related to this. Let's do that now. Page number 13, Activity B. Fill in the blanks with the correct forms of the given nouns. State whether they are countable or uncountable. First one, can you spot any dash between the 2 paintings? Which noun we have to use here? Difference. Can you spot any difference between the 2 paintings? Is the noun difference a countable or uncountable noun? It is a countable noun. We can say I found 2 differences here or 3 differences. So difference is a countable noun. Do the rest of the works yourself. Our next topic is possessive nouns. The nouns that are used to show possession, ownership or belonging are called possessive noun. We can use apostrophe or apostrophe s to show the possession or ownership. If we ask the question, whose books are these? We can say these are Meera's books. These are Meera's books. We use apostrophe s after the noun Meera to show the ownership of the books. So, the books belongs to Meera. Another example, whose bike is this? We can say this is Ram's bike. We use apostrophe s after the noun Ram to show the ownership or belonging. Let's learn more about this. For plural nouns ending in s, we add only the apostrophe after the noun to show possession. Example, lion's footprints, wasp's nest. We know that the plural form of lion is lions and wasp is wasps. So we use the apostrophe after the noun lions and wasps. When a proper noun ends in s, the apostrophe comes after s. We know that some of the proper nouns ends with s. Example, James, Charles, John's, etc. There we have to use the apostrophe after s. Example, James guitar, Charles' hat. For compound nouns, the apostrophe is added to the last word to show possession. Example, sister-in-law's house, commander-in-chief's badge. It is not sisters-in-law and commanders-in-chief. Instead, we have to use sister-in-law's house, commander-in-chief's badge. We have some textual activities related to this. Let's do that now. Page number 13, activity C. Rewrite the sentences using apostrophe S. First one, I was touched by the generosity of the stranger. So how can we rewrite the sentence using apostrophe S? The answer is, I was touched by the stranger's generosity. Here we used apostrophe S after the noun stranger. Second one, the garden of the resort is full of mango trees. And what is the answer? The resort's garden is full of mango trees. Do the rest of the activities yourself. We have one more activity related to this. Do it yourself. The answers of these activities are attached with the notes. You can check it after completing it. So, we learned countable and uncountable nouns and possessive nouns. That's all for today. A YouTube URL is attached. Watch the video. A test paper is also attached. Send your answers as soon as possible. We can meet in the next class with a new topic. Thank you.